produced over the many years. They started doing rigs back through from the 20s on up through current day. It's just amazing how pink Floyd's are out there. When one turns up on the air like this, I've never heard it before. I always ask.
This is a good sign.
Very good. Enjoy your morning there, and good chatting with you. This is W1AW in Washington, Connecticut.
Okay, Stephanie. Well, I'm very glad I've been able to provide a little unit in the hollow state department for you.
So you go.
Work a DMC GP test.
We're hanging out at the bar again soon.
Lisa, get home safe.
Yeah,
you got a long ride.
Yeah. Wow.
You got a long ride.
Everybody's awake now, and we're running. So, long trip home. Okay. So, yours in frequency.
Whatever she wants you to do.
Yeah, you got a long ride.
You said it. What's the cue say?
How long do you want?
We messed everybody.
You are at 1 second.
There you go.
Nice to meet
you.
That's right.
People here. All right, we're back.
We had to get our hugs in.
All right, safe
Yeah.
trip.
All right. CXP, go ahead. Okay.
My name is Tom, and we're in Eastern Pennsylvania. And this morning, I just thought I'd check in on the AM rally. I haven't been on the air in some time here, using a Johnson Viking Ranger Hill 572. So, very, very nice signals from Hillstead this morning. I know it's Stephanie. I didn't get the other person. And please, CXP. My name is Tom.
Okay, Tom.
Good morning to this is Carrie Jill Echo Romeo India, and me and Stephanie are sidekicks today, co-boards today.
Yeah.
Rally.
Yeah.
I could do this for a week.
So, good on the Ranger, Tom. Where are you hailing from?
Because I really have a lot to do. So.
We're down here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, here on the western part of Lehigh County.
Oh, right. Very good. Lehigh Valley. Very good.
Johnson Viking sounds great this morning.
Yeah.
Nice signal in here.
Yeah. Very good. Nice for you to check in
Conditions
here.
are good for morning.
And we are. I am the president of the Delaware Lehigh Amateur Radio Club, and I'm also there in the Lehigh Valley. So first Thursday of the month. Yeah, we have such a large membership. It's like hard to keep track of everybody. You could be a member. I'm not sure.
Sure. Well, I was a member from about 1982 when I got licensed up until
You got it listed as.
probably early 2000. So I one of the members from back there, and did a lot of things, but I've not been very active with the club lately, but still know quite a few people. I don't know how far you went back, Carrie, with it, but there was a bunch of W3LR and Clarence Snyder, W3PYF, and a whole bunch of the old timers back when I joined. So I'm very familiar with the club. Over.
Okay, very good, Tom. This is Stephanie, WX3K here. Excellent. Well, please stop in and say hi. Our meetings are open, and it'd be nice to chat with you some evening. We always have a program at the club. So thank you very much for the call. Enjoy. Make some more contacts in the AM rally. And I hear another station that we tried calling before. That was Mobile. AJ1G. Are you not Mobile anymore?
And definitely not Mobile. Company, Chris here. AJ1G. I'm back off the audio a little bit. AJ1G. It's Stonington, Connecticut, southeastern Connecticut. And yes, that was my PW Mobile. It's not so much PW. I think I'm just too close. And of course, the bed is so kind of long. I mean, that Mobile, if you want to log it in with a contact with an IC 7100 for Steve's of our XC60, which I can work all over a stereo on landfit with on sideband just about any day of the week at the gray line. And I just did from a parking lot, Saybrook, Connecticut earlier this week. But I cannot get through to you guys because I think we're just too close. But here I am at the home station down here in Stonington, running a very, very vintage sideband exciter from 1955. I don't know how many of these you worked yet in the contest, but this may be your first. This is a Central Electronics 20A. It's called a multi-phase exciter. It really should be a multi-mode exciter. It does sideband, does AM, does CW, and it even does narrowband FM. And you can even do AM equivalent with an upper or lower sideband, or you can do dual sideband with no carrier. It's a phasing exciter, so you don't have to squeeze your audio through a little 3KC filter. You can make this thing very wide if you want. And it has a long history. And also it's driving a 1956 Central Electronics 600L amplifier. It's good for about 100 watts output on AM, and I'm presently going into an inverted B. I've been trying to do some variety activity up on 40 meters on my new 40 meter vertical, full height, full size quarter wave wire vertical with 9 elevated radials. It's going to be 12 by the end of the day. And you guys sound like you have a lot of fun up there. Hello to the rest of the gang. I don't know who's in the background. I imagine there's a lot of the usual W1AW is on this side. I know yesterday, I don't know if Clark might be there. We guess Clark is there. And WD1GCM is the transmitter engineer. So that's his company, and we're having a great time up there. W1AW from AJ1G down in the southeastern corner of the state of Connecticut.
Oh, all right, Chris, very good. Solid copy on that. The Central Electronics rig, was there a model number there? Just curious.
It's a 20 alpha, it's a 20A. The 20 stands for the output power, which rated a 20 watts PEP, a pair of 6 AG7s in the final. A lot different than a pair of 400s.
Okay, thank you very much for the model number there. Another one that I don't hear too often. So thank you very much for the call.
Just a quick reminder, since we forget to say it,
Yeah.
if anyone and everyone we've talked to, please send us USL cards here to the ARRL. We're trying to cover the walls of the laboratory here as we're promoting AM and the AM rally. So please, if you can, send us USL cards. So
Absolutely. W1AW, listening once again for the AM rally.
Every once in a while, you stand by for QRP stations and mobiles just to give us a chance to get through, okay? Thank you.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good idea. So we heard WB2NEW. Who else was in there? Mayor?
W2 Echo Delta.
All right, very good. Just want calls in the clear, the log here. So let's try WB2NEW. Go ahead.
We're live on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you. You had the call correct. Name here is John. Juliet Oscar Hotel, November. We're located in central New York in a small town called Cortland, where you're sounding quite good, Stephanie. Back to you. I want to let the other stations in. From W1AW, over.
Okay, John, what are you running there? What kind of rig?
What kind of rig? Okay, and somebody's calling CQ Rally too. I don't know if they're up 5, down 5. So there's a lot of noise. Oh, I'm running Collins, KW1. Collins, KW1, and listening on an HRO60. All goes into a double bazooka. It's sort of set up as a halfway sloper stuff. So back to you there, W1AW from WB2NAW.
All right. Collins. I like Collins. What am I wearing on my shirt this morning?
It says
It
Collins.
says Collins.
It does.
I'm wearing my Collins t-shirt this morning. Sounding good on the KW. John, thanks for the call. And 73. So down to W2 Echo Echo Delta. Good morning.
Good morning, WA1 or W1AW, W2 Echo Echo Delta. The name here is Jack. Located in upstate New York, in the small town of Salisbury, New York. Running a AF67 into a old Bentron amplifier with 4 572Bs and a fan dipole. And your signal's very good here in New York. And just like to say good morning and carry on. Beautiful audio. W1AW, W2 Echo Echo Delta.
Right. There's that AF67 again. Nice punchy audio on that thing, Jack. Nice and clear, right?
Yeah, sounds fantastic.
Excellent. So once again, we ask for QSL cards. We're greedy. We want lots of cards.
We want them all
Yeah?
because we know we can do it.
Wallpaper. It's all about wallpaper here in the lab.
That's right.
So QRZ, the AM rally. It's W1AW.
Kilo 2, Papa Mike. Kilowatt 1, Golf, Tango, X-ray.
33 area.
That was like perfectly spaced.
It was.
With
That was just
everybody's
like perfect
call.
manners. That was perfect manners.
Very nicely done. K2PM. I think I recognize that call sign. Pete, good morning.
Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Kelly, and the rest of the crew up there. You guys are doing an excellent job. Signal is kind of about 20 dB at QSP now. And there's a guy, his receiver's not working. He's been calling CQ Rally. I talked to you for the last 5 minutes, but you're pretty much over. Anyway, I'm in the FT3000 and the homebrew 31000 amp type of up 80 feet on one end and 25 on the other. That used to be my great 160 meter dipole, 80 feet on both ends, but one end is no longer available. So anyway, won't hold it tied up. I have a ladder line problem, and somewhere in it is a break, and as the wind blows, the signal goes halfway down and comes back up. But every time I transmit, it's fine. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I've had it for a while. I thought I had it fixed, but apparently not. But on transmit, it's always good. You wouldn't think it would be the antenna, but it is. Hey, 7-3, good luck in the rally. Thanks for the contact. W1AW from, I never worked for W1AW. Now this weekend I worked it twice. W1AW, K2PM.
Oh, that's great. We're glad to give you that privilege of working us here in Newington. I tell you, it's a wonderful experience. Bob Allison here has been a wonderful host, and we just love the excitement of being here and operating the AM rally. Pete, 7-3, and don't forget the QSL. And we'll catch you soon. So moving on down the list, K1 Golf Tango X-Ray. You're next.
Good morning, W1AW. Sounding great. I think I'm up the band from you a little bit. I'm on 85, but I think you can hear me okay. I'm running a Flex 6500, so I'm not fortunate to have a tube transmitter. Well, the amp's got tubes in it. It's an Alpha 76A 487, so I guess that counts. I'm located here in Cape Cod, and I'm just running a very simple inverted V. The apex is about 80 feet. But again, boy, that rig you guys are on sounds fantastic. Boy, what a great job you guys have done. And I'll try to send you guys a QSL. I gotta find them, but I'll do my best. And great job again. You guys have a great morning. This is K1 GTX, back to W1AW.
All right, very good. Nice sounding signal from Cape Cod. What was your name again?
My name's Wes Whiskey Echo Sierra.
Okay, Wes. Excellent. We appreciate you giving us the call this morning. And yeah, go find those QSL cards.
Dig them out, boys. Dig them out.
All right.
We say that because we're not the ones that have to actually stick them up on the wall.
So I'm sure Bob would be very happy to have a bag of QSL cards show up in the mail, and he would be overwhelmed. So
that would be awesome.
Yes, it would be very awesome. So good morning, Lester. W3LES.
Oh, good morning. W1AW from W3LS. I think things straight out. You're going to use the Flex 6400 today instead of the ICOM and the other one. Been listening now on the SX 111 Alice Craft. Just much better audio coming out of that than the speakers that are hooked up to this one. But we're just kind of curious. It's just sounding okay. Real quickly though.
Yeah, you sound a little bit overdriven, overprocessed. Over.
Okay, very good. And if that's the case, it's set up for, the stop bucket side. But, all right, well, we can turn that down. And in the meantime, thank you once again for picking me up. Make sure that this could do it anyway. No doubt, but all right, 73, ladies, Carrie, Stephanie, and all in the building up there, thank you once again for picking me up. W3LAS, have a great day.
Okay, very good, Les. Enjoy. This is W1AW in Newington, Connecticut. QRZ.
There we go, K1QAR.
All right, there's a nice, strong signal. K1,
Yeah, we saw that before we heard it. And we're
Yes.
like, ooh, there we go.
QAR. Good morning.
Morning. Top of the morning. You're modulating very nicely. My name's Ted, tired every day. So Massachusetts, running a rice box and a Russian tube amplifier into a magnetic loop antenna.
A rice box. What vintage is the rice box?
Oh, I can't even remember how many years. 20? At least. It's a Kenwood 440.
Ah,
But it's been DEL-ified, as Timtron would say. I assume you're running the Timtron special there at the lab. Over.
Yeah.
ah, yes, the Gates PC1T, giving it a run for its money.
Mm-hmm. It's humming. That
Yeah,
little buzz that you hear in the background, that's the filament contactor. It's a little bit noisy. We tried to silence it this morning, and when we cycled the power to the filaments, it got louder. And then we did it again, and it got even louder. And then we all looked at
so
each
we're
other
just
and
gonna
said,
stop.
"We're gonna stop doing this."
We're gonna leave it alone. poor thing. We're turning it on, off, on, off, on, off.
Yeah,
But very good on the TS440. That's one of my personal favorites. First radio I ever had. And always liked the TS440. And mine was also de-yellowified.
awesome.
As the Tron would say. So sounding good here, Ted. Sounding real good. Appreciate the contact here.
All right. Don't forget the QSL.
QSL.
Yeah. It's W1AW 73.
Okay. So long, and keep up the good work promoting AM amongst the world. You know, my wife, when she first heard me tune in an AM signal, she goes, "Wow, that sounds so much nicer than your regular radio."
Good. AM is cool. It is a cool mode. There's a lot of heritage or history in the mode, and certainly a lot of current technology rigs like the Flex and whatnot are doing a wonderful job of supporting AM. And we like operating AM.
And speaking of the YLs and the wives and everything, we really are trying to promote more women on the radio. It's one of the reasons we're here. We love being here. We love doing this. And we know behind every good man is an even better woman. So we need to get you ladies out here talking to us so that, we could be a little bit more than just the 2% that's on AM right now. So don't forget, you just stick with the guys in the background, you make them push the buttons, turn the knobs, get everything ready for you. So all you have to do is come in, sit down, and operate. That's what they can do for us. So come on, ladies, we want to hear you out there. You turn those men back into engineers. That's what they want to be anyway. They just want to be in the background. Don't let them fool you. They think they want to be here. Yeah, they just like fiddling with stuff. Remember that. All men are just oversized boys.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
This is W1AW calling CQ for the AM rally.
I thought every good
Alf.
man had a good Chief Gary. Good morning, W1IA. W1AW, always a mouthful. Yeah, where's the frying pan? Jeez.
That's right. You knew I was going to put it out there. But it has to be done because I know that they're all coming through the rooms and everything. They're listening to you guys back and forth and everything. They just don't know we're out here. They just got to get on.
Yeah, you guys, you ladies keep the bands in line too, Men are just overgrown boys, toys, boys, or whatever. Anyway, good to hear you. Just thought I'd say hello. And I've been listening for quite a while.
Do we know
And
this?
don't pay any attention to the man behind the
W1IA.
Right, Alf?
Brent?
Sending the QSL with you and your tutu there, Brentina.
W1IA. Brent.
Oh my goodness, all right.
What do you use it? What are you operating with today there, Brent?
I'm on the homebrew H-modulated transmitter into the 2-element array. Beaming your direction, Terry. Yeah, I've been busy with a lot of projects on the bench, but that's the station. Over.
Very good there, Brent. Good to hear you. And I think, did I hear ALF in there? I thought I heard ALF put his little comment in. What do you always say when I get on the radio, Rob?
He's troublemaker. WB2 GCR.
Oh, there we go. Troublemaker extraordinaire. No, you're not. You like to make everybody think that.
No, he is. I'm WB2 GCR. He's ALF. I'm not him. He's Rob. I'm not.
Good morning to you, Bear. How are you?
All right, Bear. Nice to hear you. Here in Newington. What's going on? What are you running this morning? Oops, wrong button.
Yeah, hi Stephanie. Hi Carrie. Wish I could stop by. Can't do it. Oh man. Oh, sounds great. Yeah, breath of fresh air on 85. bunch of old smelly guys hanging around with masks. Yeah. Anyway, running the modified Val I-82 as usual.
What's that?
Enjoy
Modified
something
Valor.
like the dipole.
Yeah.
Listening to you on the Ecuadorian Altitude Committee EAC 398.
Oh my goodness.
We're in Small Bunny, New York, the capital of New York State. Over.
Okay. Oh, Bunny, up yonder, or over yonder, west of us here, kinda. Very good. Well, you're just booming in here, and we appreciate you. Being
Always
on
a
the air
pleasure
this
to hear
morning.
you, Bear.
Yes, indeed.
I want to hear Carrie. Where are you, Carrie? Make some noise.
Oh, I'm here. Didn't you just hear me go through my whole dissertation about women on the radio?
Yeah, we're both here.
I'm trying to get that ladies' hostile takeover, you know? Get all those wives out of the background and into the foreground. Then you guys will be worried.
Ooh, that's scary. Okay, great. Great to hear you, gals. Keep going. See you later. I'll be standing by. Operators are standing by. See you later, W1AW, the mothership. Air 2 GCR.
I like that. The
Yeah,
mothership.
The mothership.
That's a new one.
All right. Very good, Bear. Enjoy. This is W1AW, the mothership in Bloomington, Connecticut.
That's right, Ryan. The BC1T Gates transmitter. They've let us loose on the radio, and now they're all in the background.
Yeah, yeah. And once again, we are listening or contacted. Okay, a couple of stations in there. WB2HJK. Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Scott. And to all ladies and people here.
He's using an isotron and a carbon in the stereo queen. Sometimes I hear it just like
Operation here on the, I'm not sure which one team to. But anyway, and the AO 800
his name is George.
and the political part of the
He's one of those guys as soon as he gets on. Hey, she's from audio before. Just different microphones every day.
with a little preamp and a little EQ. I'm not too sure what it
It's a
sounds like.
1917 circa something.
I'm experimenting with my familiar. You see, I have it. W1AW, over to you, Scott. Nice to meet you. And all of you. WB2H, JK.
Okay. So, as I understand it, you're in New York, the Story Queen?
Story of Queens.
Yeah. And it's George. What was the rig again?
Again?
Okay, it's a little difficult copying. You have a little EQ peak in the, I don't know, it sounds like about the 2K range. It's kind of making it a little difficult to copy. But your signal's a little weak on the weaker side too. George, go ahead.
There you go. That's better.
Okay, very good. Well, we appreciate you reaching out this morning and saying hi. Don't forget
Please, QSL cards.
Yeah, exactly.
QSL cards.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Like a mom, I'm just gonna keep harassing you.
Don't forget your lunch and the QSL cards.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Tie your shoes and QSL cards.
Yeah, don't trip. GIC, Golf India Charlie. Are you in there?
In there.
Oh, yes, I are. And a happy good morning to you people down there. Thank you for volunteering on AM Rally Weekend. I'm going to keep this one short. It's a pleasure to make contact with W1AW through volunteers there. And someday I'd like to visit the station myself. But don't know if that'll ever happen. November 1 Golf India Charlie back to W1AW. Thank you very much for recognizing me.
No problem. You have a nice sounding signal. Tell us what you're running and
Your name and where you're at.
yeah, tell us all the particulars.
Well, here it comes. Pick up the Flex 5000A into an Ameritron AL80A. That's what I'm running into, a homebrew dipole that is not laid out as a dipole should be. Totally unorthodox. Everyone see how
Hey, we'll take it.
All right. Flex 5000 sounding good. I didn't catch the name and your QTH.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Stuff's getting old. Senior moments. I can claim that now a little bit. Chet. Charlie Hotel Echo Tango is the name. And Raymond, New Hampshire. Raymond, New Hampshire. One town north of New England Drag. New England, I think New England, home of New England Dragway. I'll get it
Oh,
right here.
love it.
Anyway, yeah, Raymond, New Hampshire, southeastern part.
Okay. Very good, Chet. New Hampshire. Very good.
That's where I'd like to be, right next to the driveway. Then I just could roll right out of my driveway
Into the car.
and roll right into the lanes. That would be ideal. I have to think about that.
Liz Hot Rodder here.
How convenient. No trailering, nothing.
Mhm.
Just roll it out and roll
Pedal
it
to
right
the
onto the
metal.
track.
Yeah, pedal to the metal.
Let off some steam, you know?
Yeah.
Got to do it.
Very
Thanks for the contact, Chet. You sound great here. Name here is Carrie Kilo Echo Romeo India. And my cohort here, Stephanie. And we are just having a great time here operating at the ARL headquarters. And for anybody that can, make a trip up here to the headquarters. It is absolutely fantastic. All the memorabilia here and all the different types of radio equipment and just all the knowledge they have here is just, it's just amazing. It's a lot to take in, but it's definitely worth the trip. So if you were ever thinking of it, just make your way over here to Newington, Connecticut, and come see Bob. He'd love to see everybody. So keep that in mind. This is W1AW.
This is NE1X calling into the Carrie and Stephanie show.
Good morning, Larry. Anyone else? Nice to hear you on this morning. Booming into Newington, and how are things up yonder?
There. Things are good. Thank you for asking. Is this like an AM talk show where we get to discuss politics?
Oh,
No.
no.
And one yes?
Oh, no,
Anyone
just
is.
kidding. Have my wife while I pull a quick INR here.
Oh, pulling an INR.
Yeah, that's Larry. He's got
Okay, now my finals are happier. Yeah, I've been listening for a while. You two are doing a great job, and it's been very entertaining. Anyway, for the record, I'm running a homebrew transmitter. It was inspired by a 1980s QIX design. It uses PDM with vacuum tubes in the finals and in the modulator, or at least the modulator element itself is a vacuum tube. The rest, of course, is solid state. But that's what I'm running. Receiving you on a Hallicrafters SX28, and
He's in Maine.
QSL QSL card, but I'm warning you, it's ugly. W1AW, anyone else?
We don't care what the QSL cards look like,
Yeah.
as long as they're up here on the wall. That's what matters.
That's right. You know, if your QSL card is MIA, just go out and get some really pretty looking post-it notes and write.
Not too girly. You don't
Yeah,
want it to be
right.
too girly.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But
Find something that you like and
let us know.
yeah, put the information on it, and Bob can just like stick it up on the wall.
Bob's gonna kill us. He's like, what's with all the post-it notes? Well, you know, it matters.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
A thought matters. Now we're having a great time, Larry. It's been a wonderful experience here, here in the lab. We're all set up with the nice Gates transmitter and very comfortable surroundings here.
Yeah, we did not have the hard part. We just had to drive here.
Yeah.
It's all everybody behind it, Brian and Clark and Bob and everybody that put all the time and effort into making this happen. We're so appreciative of all the work and the effort that they put into it. And it's just amazing. It's just so worth it to hear so many voices out here on AM. It really is.
Yeah, we've had a very nice experience so far. So good to hear you. What was the town again in Maine now, Larry?
The town is Gray, Golf Romeo Alpha Yankee. It's about 15 miles straight north of Portland. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll add my thanks to everyone else's for what you two are doing. And it's great to hear your melodious tones coming across in high fine business, high fidelity AM. So I'll let you get on and talk to some other people, but thanks for picking me up. And again, great to hear you. W1AW, anyone else?
I have to say hi to Larry. Hi, Larry. Good to hear that pulse width modulated transmitter on the air. WA1QIX saying good morning to you, and of course to Stephanie and Carrie.
Yeah, good morning, Steve. Yeah, I thought I'd fire this up to make sure I got through.
Oh, yeah, we got
Good morning, Steve. Can you hear me, Steve?
K2IJ1.
Can you hear me, Steve?
I can hear you. I just don't want to take away from Stephanie and Carrie because they're rockbound. They can't go anywhere else. So W1AW, back over to you guys. WA1QIX.
Okay, Steve, good morning to you. Barreling in here this morning. We heard K2IJY checking in. Larry, enjoy. So let's go over to IJY, was it? This is W1AW.
W1AW K2IJY, Chula 2, Iowa, January yesterday. Handles Dave, Dog Able Victor Easy. And I'm located about 100 miles north of New York, 17 miles west of Kingston. And good morning to Steve, QIX. Him and I go back for years and years and years. I'm running a old radio, Collins 20V2. It was made in 1959, and the receiver's an NC400, also made in 1959. So this is really an old-timer, just about when I started in radio. I started like in 1961. Okay, go ahead, I'm just going to listen, enjoy the conversations. There was a fellow the other day on the air talking about the noise floor, and I don't know what he was saying, but I thought he was discussing that the noise floor isn't really a factor. Well, since I started doing radio from way back when, in 1962 or 3, it was so quiet on the band back then compared to now. Anyway, this K2IJY, I'll be listening.
Okay, Dave. Very good. Nice
signal.
Signal. Yeah, absolutely. The 1959 transmitter, what was that again?
Yeah, it was 1959, a Collins 20V2. I went to Tennessee to pick it up, and I rebuilt it kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the receiver, NC400 National, is a little bit rare from what I understand. Works really well. Anyway, that's it. our Collins 20V2, and our National NC 400.
Oh my goodness. I totally I must have been focusing on something else. I missed that. I'm a Collins freak.
She's got her Collins shirt on
Yeah,
today.
a Collins t-shirt on. Missed the fact that you sound wonderful. Nothing like a 4-400 transmitter modulated by 4-400s. Very, very nice. Dave, thank you very much for the call, and enjoy your day. Enjoy operating the event known as the AM Rally 73.
Three. And 2 VJ.
Hello, Dave, V280. Carrie?
All right, we've got a bunch of people in there. N2VJ, over to you. This is W1AW in Newington, Connecticut.
Good morning. I think it's Kerry, W1AW. This is N2VJ. Boy, it's good to hear everybody on the AM rally. I pick up the locker room mirror and I see Kerry and Stephanie and Steve and Dave and Jen. A whole bunch of good duties in here today. You're about 40 over 9, very big signal here. I'm running a single 4400 modulated by 3-500Zs, and the antenna is just a 135-foot center for the wire. And my name is Jamie, Japan Alpha, Mike India Echo, and I'm located in the Catskill Mountains of New York State. Great to have you guys on the air. W1AW, this is N2VJ.
Very nice, Jamie, sounding really good from the Catskills. This is Stephanie, WX3K.
And you're right, Carrie, KC2UFU. And we are saying good morning, top of the morning here.
Yeah.
We're making some good progress in the logbooks.
We're
I'm liking it.
almost
And
filled
the
the
band
page.
is really cooperating this morning. It's
Yeah.
nice. Everybody has beautiful signals in here this morning.
Yeah, it's
So
not
glad to be participating.
not like last night. It was really
Oh.
painful to listen
Woo.
to the noise and the signals that were weak. But it was good to hear everybody. So good to hear you. You got everything?
Yep. We got all Jamie's information. We are good to go. And throw it back out there and see who else we can hook, line, and sinker.
Right. QSL.
QSL.
Yep. QRZ.
Kilo Delta 2, Foxtrot Sierra India,
Oh man, that was a whole series of calls. KD2FSI. Go ahead.
Good morning, Stephanie. Talked to you yesterday. I just wanted to get back to you on a real ancient modulating transmitter. I'm working on a Heathkit DX60, and my name is Dave from Parsippany, New Jersey. So you're booming in here to New Jersey, and just wanted to say hello again and get you in the log again on vintage equipment. Back to you.
Oh, that's great. Your DX60. I have a special appreciation of DX60s. I remember fixing them many years ago, and people have taken those rigs and converted them to AM and all sorts of cool stuff. So they are very neat. And coming in really good from
Parsippany.
I was going to say Parsippany.
Parsnip. No,
Oh
it's
my goodness.
Parsippany. It's Parsippany. Come on, Parsippany.
I've been through the Parsippany.
How you doing?
Through the area there on Route 46 many times in my journeys through New
Just
Jersey.
through there yesterday.
Yeah, I grew up
On
in
our
New
way.
Jersey, so nice stomping grounds.
Mhm.
So we appreciate you checking in this morning, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for what you're doing.
There's a KB3 Papa was here and I missed a bit of it.
Yeah, 81AW from KD2FSI 73.
Okay, 73, enjoy. The call sign we're looking for?
There was a KB3 station and I think it ended in Papa. I didn't get the whole thing. It was KB3 Papa.
Into Papa whiskey. KB3 India Papa whiskey.
Newcastle, Delaware.
Wow, I had a hard time copying that.
There's an issue there.
KB3 India Papa whiskey, I think.
India Papa whiskey.
Yes.
All right. We'll turn it back to you. Give us your particulars.
IDP maybe?
Your signal's actually pretty good here.
He's off frequency.
He's off frequency.
Oh, is that
Off
part? I didn't
frequency.
even look.
Yeah,
We're
he's-
on 3885.
He's a little high.
I don't know if you have a VFO or not. Maybe you're crystal bound. We'll try again. Audio is a little bit low. Go ahead.
Now he's on.
India Brava Papa.
There you go.
All right,
Okay,
we gotcha.
Newcastle, Delaware, 45 watts. Audio needs a little work. We did copy you. Needs a little more high end there. It's a little distorted sounding, so I'm not sure what you're running as a modulator or a.
Forget his name and what he's running.
Yeah, we still need your name. What kind of rig is it?
Okay, fine. My name is Peter.
Peter.
Papa Echo Peter Echo Whiskey. And the radio is 18FT991.
Was that a FT, a Yaesu?
Yes.
Tell him to turn off the audio processing. He's probably got audio processing on.
I'm not sure what you have, how it's set up.
If you have your audio processing on, turn that off,
Yeah.
and that will probably clear it up the rest of the way.
The Yaesus are a little touchy when it comes to AM. You may want to turn off the processing.
And then he might have to turn up the audio a little. Now he'll have to turn his audio up.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Okay,
That was much better. Just turn the audio up a
Now
little
turn
bit.
the audio up. Once you turn the
more.
processing off, you have
Yep.
to turn the audio up.
Turn the audio up a little bit more.
A bit more.
Better.
Okay.
It's not quite
There
great.
you go.
Okay.
All right, Peter, we got you.
That,
It's
that was
probably a 100-watt rig, and he's running 35 watts. So he needs to turn it back to 25 watts.
all right.
We got all our
Yes.
engineers here in
Yeah,
the
of course,
background.
on all the Ricebox radios, you have to remember if it's a 100-watt rig, you can only really put out 25 watts carrier. But if you push it beyond that, you're going to be stymieing the modulation envelope. So throttle it back to 25 watts, and if you can set up a modulation monitor and look at your pattern, make sure you're filling out those peaks and valleys very nicely.
But we did get your information there, Peter. We do appreciate the contact here at W1AW for the AM rally.
All right, 73. Thanks for the call, and this W1AW continuing the journey here on the air on 3885.
Hi.
All right.
Calling CQ.
Yes.
CQ for the AM rally. This is Carrie and Stephanie here at the aerial headquarters. They let the ladies loose in the lab. That's right. And we have the gates BC1T. And we are having loads of fun and looking forward to hearing from all of you out there in AM land.
And we are filling out the peaks and valleys very nicely
Aha.
on the modulation monitor. So give us a call.
Alpha Echo Delta.
Okay, Alpha Echo Delta. Good morning. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, thank you. My call is
2 Alpha Echo Delta. That's Victor Echo 2 Alpha Echo Delta. My name is Howard, and I'm located about 50 miles northwest of the city of Montreal. Conditions are changing. I've got Michelin next to me. She's my XYL, and
What's her name?
she's also licensed in California as a technician class. So, wonder if she could say a few words. I don't think she's ever been on a jet.
Absolutely.
This will break the ice. If you could just tell me a little bit about yourself. She's listening, and then I'll pass you over to her if you have a few minutes. Over.
Oh, absolutely. Well, absolutely. This is the moment I have been waiting for, Howard. Name here is Kerry Kilo Echo Romeo Romeo India. And we're here using the Gates BC 1T broadcast transmitter here at the ARRL Laboratories and operating for the AM Rally. And we would be absolutely thrilled to hear from her. So come on and put her on the rig and come on and transmit. We want the ladies out here. That's what it's all about.
This is KM6FOH, that's Foxtrot Oscar Hotel. The name is Michelle. And who am I speaking with?
Name here is Kerry Kilo Echo Romeo Romeo India. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, and this is Stephanie, WX3K, also operating here. And we got your call sign FOH, KM6FOH, was it? Mishan, is that correct?
Correct. Yes, that's correct. It's KM6FOH. And the name is Michelin. It's like Michelle Lynn. It's all one word. I don't think I'll spell it out for you. It'll take me too long to figure out
Michelin. That's cool.
The letters. But it's a French name from Quebec, the province of Quebec in Canada. And as Howard mentioned to you, we are 160 kilometers from the city of Montreal, 60 miles from the city of Montreal, and we're sitting in about 4 feet of snow.
Oh, wow.
A window with trees full of snow, and it is currently snowing. It's probably a -5 Celsius. Back to you.
Where are they running for equipment?
Oh, that's awesome. We've got snow up there. Well, it's kind of warm here in Michelin, and very nice to hear you on the air. You have a good sounding rig there, and good signal here into Newington,
Connecticut.
Yes.
What is the rig that you are running, Michelin? What is your equipment?
It's a 20 V2 transmitter.
Oh, wow.
R390 receiver.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's one of Stephanie's favorites. Mine too. I have a Collins also. I think everybody should have a Collins in their collection. Gotta love them. We really appreciate you making the contact with us. We're really trying to promote the ladies out here on AM, because we are outnumbered, that's for sure. And so it is absolutely honored to hear you on the radio today, and we really appreciate you making contact with us today for the AM rally.
Hi, Howard and Michelin. Good to hear you both on here.
Is this on? Oh, hi, Steve. I'm just going to answer Carrie with a bit of a few technicalities on the antenna that's here. Howard has quite the antenna farm. It's his actual dream setup. And what we're operating right now is a 2-element 75-meter beam on a 140 rotating tower.
Wow.
This tower is massive, and it's a road 65, and it turns. It's incredible. Yes, 3,000 pounds of metal, and it turns. It's incredible to watch it turn. And even with looking at it in the middle of the snow, you see this antenna towering over the trees from where we are. It's quite something. He's very, very happy and very proud of what he's done here. So that's to answer your question, Carrie and Stephanie. Yes, nice talking with you. Okay, and 6 FOH.
K2IJY.
Okay.
Very good, Michelle. That sounds like, I mean, that's Howard's dream, but I think pretty much I could speak for probably anybody's dream. I mean, that sounds like a fantastic setup.
It's very
I know,
impressive.
I know my other half there, Ken KC2UDZ, would be just thrilled to have a setup like that. I mean, who wouldn't? So, congratulations to you both to be able to have such a wonderful setup and good audio and a great sounding signal here into Newington, Connecticut.
Excellent. So we appreciate you giving us a call here this morning from Quebec. Very nice. I always enjoy heading up north into Ontario during the summertime to go rock hunting. I love doing that up that way. I take my rig with me when I can. Perhaps maybe next time I'll bring my HF rig. WE2AED and KM6FOH on the side. This is W1AW. Go ahead.
I think I had both Terry and Stephanie there. Thank you for your information. I'm not sure who replied to rock hunting at Stevens when you met in Northern Ontario. I'm curious as to what that is. I've never heard of it.
This is Stephanie, WX3K. I'm what's known as a rock hound. It's a hobby where you go out in search of like cool rocks. And Canada.
Rocks with character.
Yeah, rocks with character. The Canadian Shield up that way is just full of wonderful stuff, especially in Ontario and Quebec. Actually, Mount St. Hilaire is one of the noted locations for some really cool stuff. So it's always an adventure. Go ahead.
Comment.
Okay, VE2AED, this is W1AW.
W.
Uh-oh. The band go?
Stephanie, I guess you may as well pick it up. I thought I heard someone say comment, and good morning to you. This is Howard, VE2 Alpha Echo Delta.
K2IJY, Howard.
Hi, good morning.
Social hour.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a call because I very seldom talk to another 20V2 except when I talk to Robert out there. So thank you for giving me a moment here at W1AW. I just wanted to let you know I hear you fine, Howard. You sound good. I don't hear any blower noise or anything back there. Nice and quiet. Okay, carry on, guys. K2IJY, be listening.
Okay, Dave, I'll just say hi. I tried to call you earlier when you signed off with AW, but you moved off very quickly. Just like on the phone, if I say I have to go, you hang up. You're quite funny that way. And no blower noise. We're running the Electro Voice RE27, and so it's got a real directional pattern, as you know. You have to talk pretty well into the top of it, not off the side. See you later, Dave. It's been a pleasure, and Stephanie, back over to you. This is VE2AED. Michelin's still here. If you have any final words or anything you'd like to say, it would be really nice if you could perhaps create a net. I know that Michelin is going to start studying for her advanced license here in Canada. Of course, technician won't get her on HF, and that's why I'm here. But there will be a time, I hope, when I can just let her handle the whole 20V2 and tune everything up. And this is quite a shack. it would be nice if you could all get together.
It would be
Back
nice.
to you, Stephanie and Carrie. This is V2 Alpha Echo Delta with
We're good on QRZ.
SOH standing for sitting next to me. And you could look us up on QRZ.com. You'll see a little bit more about who we are or what we are, since we're hands, maybe we're a what. Go ahead.
Okay, excellent. Very nice.
Very good. We will look you up on QRZ, and we're both good on QRZ as well.
Yes.
We look forward to coordinating something like that as we're moving forward, trying to promote more ladies on AM. So we will stay tuned for that, and good luck with your licensing. And in the meantime, my email's good on QRZ, and so is Stephanie's. So anytime, just ring our bell there, and we'll be around. We usually hang out on 3873, or we're always somewhere. We're always somewhere in the window there, and we look forward to hearing to you soon. Thank you so much for the contact. Really appreciate it.
Carrie and Stephanie, thank you for the chat. And Carrie, if you could just confirm with us your call. I have
did just thought of that.
Stephanie's, I believe, which is WX3K. And maybe if you could just confirm Carrie's with us. And also, I also have a love of rocks. I just thought I would mention that too. I have a tendency to collect heart-shaped rocks. And it seems that wherever we go, wherever we travel, I have a tendency to find them, and I pick them up and I have a collection. So I understand how you feel about rocks. Thank you very much for the call. And this is KM6FOH. Have a great rest of the day.
And you as well.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I realize that it's kind of hard when you're operating a different station and you're not saying your call sign all the time. You know, I'm like, no, I'm W1AW. No, I'm not W1AW today. So this is Carrie, and my call sign is Kilo Charlie 2 Uniform Foxtrot Uniform KC2 UFU. And like I said, I am good on QRZ, and so is Stephanie. And sounds like we can all go rock collecting up there.
Yeah, that'd be
Sounds
cool.
like fun, like the whole girls thing. Love it. All right, Michelin, thanks again for the contact, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.
73.
Go ahead. No, and then here's Howard.
Because the band's going.
He's tuning up.
W1AW. So, Carrie, Stephanie, one day. Steve, I heard you in there, absolutely. And anyone else? And we've got 34 acres of antennas, and it's all forest with roads running, a road infrastructure just to access the towers. So
wow,
it's a real park,
sounds
and there are
amazing.
lots of rocks.
A true antenna farm.
And hiking trails, tons of them. So bring some good shoes and a couple of buckets for all the rocks. We'll see you later. And goodbye from Quebec, somewhere outside of Montreal. This is V2 Alpha Echo Delta.
Okay, very good. That sounds wonderful. Nothing like having a farm.
An antenna farm.
Yeah.
Filled with rocks. It's like a
Good
double
combination.
awesome.
Yeah. All right. I think we have a number of folks
waiting in the wings here.
Waiting in the wings. I hear some heterodyning and tuning up. So this is W1AW in Newington, Connecticut. QRZ.
Yeah, just the next thing over Carrie, Stephanie, Howard, Michelin. Here I've been a fly on the wall here. This is W1AW.
All right.
Hey, Timmy. I listen to you all the time.
Oh, my. Good morning, Mr. Tim. How are things up in Skowhegan this morning? You have your bean juice there?
My wife and I have had our TV
date, and I'm just chilling for a little bit. It was supposed to snow flurry, but now it's bright and sunny, and I might step outdoors here in a while.
I don't blame you.
Wow, snow.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of flurryage going on the other evening, but it's a little bit too warm now this morning.
What are you talking to us on today, Tim? What's
Yeah.
the flavor of the week here?
Yeah, is it a Junkston 500 again?
Well, it's the cousin of the Junkston 600. It's a Valiant. Breaking Valiant that I've had for years that had been crapped out for 2 years, and I got it up and running about a week ago and just having fun using it. Using a R388 sailor and a 160-meter pipe.
I say hello to my dear friend here.
Yes, wire there.
Locally.
Thank you.
No, no problem.
Great, you know. Howard was doing well, and you know, it's a pleasure hearing you.
Jimmy.
Okay, we have somebody that wants to say hello.
Thank you. Hey Tim, it's Bob, W1AW. We have quite an operation going here. This old gates, knock on wood, hasn't missed a beat, hasn't drifted, hasn't done anything. It's doing great. Congratulations on that. And I have another BC1T gentleman who he's pretty famous. I'd like to talk to you about it sometime. We'll talk to you about that off air. So good to hear you, Tim. Say hello to Alan Wiener for me.
That's right, the Gates BC1T. We're putting it through its paces, Tim, and it seems to be UFU proof.
Yeah, and K proof too.
Yeah, I was wondering, you know, when I started hearing that there were going to be more and more people operating the station, it's like, well, hey, it's a broadcast transmitter, but that thing is, old enough to be on Medicare, you know, Social Security. So certain things might let go, like a plate contactor might decide that, well, it's not going to contact anymore, but it's good to
We've been gentle, as
hear
gentle as
things
we
up
can
and
be.
running, hasn't missed a beat, and that's the whole idea. So, yeah, Bob, we'll talk offline, and I'd be interested in all that kind of thing.
Tim Duffy owns CEO of DX Engineering as a BC1T, and he wants Tim to work on it.
Anyway,
No kidding.
I don't want to keep it here too long if others are trying to work yet. So, back to Norrington. W1AW from WA1AW.
All right, Tim. Very good. All right, hey, I'll catch you later, okay? And keep up the good work up there. Oh, my microphone's going quick.
Oh no.
Hello. All right, hey, catch you later. 73 from WB1GCM at W1AW.
All right, very good. Good to hear you on, Tim.
Yeah, just a 4-footer or a 6-footer.
We're got another hour, maybe a little less, of operating here. Tanya's sitting here. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Tanya's here too. So 73 there, Tim. Enjoy. I heard a Mobile station, and I'm going to try this now. We're going to stand by for any QRP and Mobile stations out there in the radio ether. This is W1AW in Newington. Tim.
So you feel I W1TIM.
All right, I heard 2 call signs. And KB2IBZ, was that the call sign? Go ahead.
Good morning. KB2IBZ. I'm located here in Vernon, New Jersey. The name is Donnie, spelled November, India, Echo. And I'm running a REL Grandmaster Deluxe coupled up to a handling 110 running roughly about 15 months here, guys.
Okay, that certainly qualifies as QRP. Don, Harvey Wells, Bandmaster Deluxe. I know exactly what that radio transmitter looks like. I've seen that one many times. It's a very unusual looking one, but it's a very cool rig. And Vernon, New Jersey, up there in Sussex County. I know exactly where that is. Hailing from New Jersey myself. So we appreciate the call here at 1AW. And again, please QSL. The request is to QSL W1AW for the AM rally so we can line the walls with QSL cards. Over.
All right, QSL. Most definitely will. And, well, this is probably the second or third time I've been on this radio since I rebuilt it. It's not too terrible talking. I have a bunch of
little modulation.
But don't keep it too long. Thank you for the contact, and we'll send it to us after that. Don't freak it out.
All right, Donnie, enjoy. 7-3. Good to work you. And I'm going to go down to W1, was it TIM? As in Tim, over.
So this morning, this was Keith in Postmill, Vermont. Postmill, Vermont. W1TIM. The patient is ready and supposed to hear it. So it's definitely 4 o'clock. So tonight, the crew day up here in Vermont, and we're running ST 840 on AM with a guide. Yeah, I see I've got a little bit of an SWR here, but we can take that out, maybe.
Oh man, it's like my muffled as well.
All right, in Vermont there, didn't quite catch everything. Your modulation is just a little on the muffled side. We need a little bit more high end to punch through a little bit more through the noise and what have we on the remote receiver this morning. What was the name? Is it Tim? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So the handle is Keith. The handle is Keith.
Keith.
Yes, we heard that nice and loud and clear. Excellent. And you're in Vermont. And again, the rig was?
Pardon?
The rig's a Yaesu FT 840, running about, I would say, around 15 watts.
Okay, very good. FT 840 Yaesu. All right, Keith, thank you very much for the call. Appreciate the contact. And again, don't forget to QSL us here. The league will QSL back 100%.
Did you get where in Vermont?
What's the town in Vermont? The town in Vermont, over?
Over. It's Postmill, Vermont. We're part of the town of Suffolk, Vermont. We're just about 20 miles north of White River Junction. And I didn't get your handle. I've been reading the mail for a while, but I didn't get your handle.
White River Junction, 20 miles north of White River Junction. Good morning again. Yes, this is Stephanie, WX3K, Whiskey X-Ray 3 kilowatt at the microphone here at W1AW. Go ahead.
Ed? Okay, really good. I'll put my location, and it sounds like you guys are having fun there. They won't hold it. But best of the dreams and enjoy the station, and we hope to come visit someday. So all the best. At W1AW, W1TIM in Vermont.
Okay, 73 Keith. This is W1AW in Newington, Connecticut at League headquarters, operating the Gates BC1T here, full kilowatt. And we're continuing to look for contacts in the AM rally.
Well, good morning, ladies. KC2FXE. Morning, Terry. Morning, Stephanie.
KC2 FXE. I believe you're in the Catskills, if I remember. My brain cells fail me on the name, so you're going to have to remind me. But coming through loud and clear.
Well, that's good. I thought I'd get in before the band goes away. I've been listening most of the morning here. Anyway, you girls are doing fabulous work there at the headquarters there. Well, here we go with feedback. I hate that. When I pause, it starts to squeal. That's just the AGC gain, I guess. Anyway, the name's John, Stephanie. I'm in New York, and I'll give you my information here so you can collect the points. I'm not collecting points. I haven't been doing much. I've been, actually, I've listened most of the weekend on and off, but I've been busy working on a project, which is a truck I've been working on. Anyway, it's the homebrew 813. I try out connector SDR plate as I use for watching, receiving all of it. But the antenna is in 160 meter inverted V at about 60 feet. Fed with open wire line to a remotely controlled antenna tuner, and that's all. I guess most of the information we need. And you guys are pounding in here, good on and off. Last night I tried to get in there a little bit after I got back from the garage. It was probably 10, 11 o'clock. I could barely hear you. I was in there. The band was so stretched out that. I hung in there for a couple hours listening, trying to see if there's anything I could listen to, but not much. Not without Steve's website is the only way I could hear anything last night. But anyway, the girls are doing great. And we'll send off a card here. I got some cards made up I got to send out. I still got the last one I got to make out here from what was it, 3 weeks ago? Sitting here waiting to go out. I got to get them together. And I will send out a card so you can get the wallpaper up over there in the museum. W1AW, KC2FXE, and the Catskills of New York.
All right, John, excellent. Sounds like you're busy with some.
Hi, John.
Oh,
KC2UFU, I'm back.
Yeah, she's been walking around and she's back. And,
stretch a little?
Yeah. I think I'm going to be getting up and walking around a bit here. Maybe somebody can fill in for me. Or just take it over. Tanya's sitting here too. Say hello.
Hello.
All right. So
the better half of FEF.
Yes, and Mike's off in the distance here, staring at a laptop. Say hello, Mike.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So we're having a good time here. Good to work you, John, this morning. Barreling in from the Catskills there. And we'll continue on our journey here of making contacts for W1AW. QRZ.
Is he almost ready to go? I was going to stay here for a little bit because they want to do a video with you two girls and the,
Okay, I heard Whiskey Oscar. I heard a lot of squealing going on. I'm not sure if somebody's having audio trouble or not. The station ending in Whiskey Oscar. Go ahead. Okay, let's try that again. Whiskey Oscar station, Suffolk Whiskey Oscar.
You are lucky. You are lucky.
Lost his audio. Okay, I hear no audio. I hear a carrier, so maybe that was the squealing going on. Maybe you need to smack the radio a little bit.
Hit it with a hammer.
No, well, that may be a light tap.
Give it a little tap. Love tap.
A love tap. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, we have dead air. Somebody's
no dead air.
Oh my goodness.
Can't have that.
We have a transmitter in distress.
Hopefully they get that straightened out.
I hope so.
So let's do a little CQ. What do you think?
Go for it.
A little CQ. CQ. This is W1AW, Newington, Connecticut. And it's Carrie and Stephanie here, and we're operating on the Gates BC 1T, which has been absolutely spectacular. It's been putting up all the use since the beginning of the rally here. So we're looking forward to hearing everyone out there. So please CQ to W1AW here in Newington, Connecticut.
Okay, Alpha Bravo 1 Yankee Oscar. Did I write it down? Keep track. Alpha Bravo 1 Yankee Oscar. Good morning, and I also heard somebody else on the tail end there. I'll catch that after. AB1 Yankee Oscar, go ahead. It's W1AW.
Well, good morning, Harry and Stephanie. Name here is Kevin Floyd. I'm director. I'm looking at
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Allison, WB1GCM, here in the ARO laboratory. We're doing the AM rally. And as you can see behind me, we have Stephanie and Carrie. They're operating the Gates BC 1T transmitter. We're on 3885. And we've been on for the whole time here for the AM rally. We had some sleep, but the operators here have been doing a great job at working AM stations around the United States. We've also been on 160 meters and 40 meters and even 6 meters. So it's still going on, and nice to see you. So this is the AM rally. It shows the enthusiasm, which is I haven't seen in a long time. But this enthusiasm is infectious, and it's most gratifying for all of us here to hear the words, "This is my first AM contact." Because this AM rally is happening, people are pressing that button on their transceiver, and they're talking on amplitude modulation for the first time. So they're trying a brand new mode. But what we're trying to accomplish here is to show enthusiasm. How fun is it to actually get on the air and talk and make contacts and meet new people? That's really the beauty of this mode. It's nice and easy on the ears. It's melodious, sounds great, and it's not fatiguing. And that's the beauty of AM. It's the quality of the sound. It's easy on the ears, and it doesn't wear you out. It's great. So whether you have a big old transmitter like this Gates BC1T, which Tim Tron, WA1HLR, just said, it's old enough to be on Medicare. So, but it's still running great. But if you don't have one of those, that's fine. If you don't have one of those big old DX100s that weighs 100 pounds, that's okay too. But there's a whole new group of people that are running new solid-state equipment. You buy the new commercially built solid-state transceivers like the ICOM IC7300. That works great. The Flex radios, the Anons. Just about every transceiver today that's made is going to sound halfway decent on AM. And there are people running homebrew equipment, both vacuum tube and solid state. So we've heard a number of Class D transmitters like the K7DYY Super Senior. We have one of those here. And we also have people operating Class E modulated solid state radios, the pulse width modulation. Now that's state of the art and very efficient, and people are really doing a great job building those up. Now, notice that we have some YLs operating over here. Stephanie and Carrie. Women only represent 2% of the amateur population. These ladies are here to show that, hey, amateur radio isn't just for the guys. It's for women too. Women, don't they seem to listen just a little bit better than us guys do? At least that's what my wife tells me. But they do a great job listening and speaking on the air. And they have the advantage of having just the right frequency response, just the right waveforms to get through the noise a little bit better. And so then there's the social aspect of getting on ham radio. It's technical and social. And this is the wonderful social aspect of it. We're talking to each other. We all have amateur radio in common. And that's the special. I can't think of another hobby that's like that. That combination of technical and social aspect is amateur radio. And we have a young operator here too, who's 18. He was on the Johnson Valiant transmitter last night, having a great time making contacts on 160 meters. Not bad. So, I hope you've got to participate in the AM rally. I hope you've got to hear these young ladies on the air and some of the rest of us. And I certainly hope next year you participate in the AM rally. Don't miss it. It's fun, and you'll be remembering it a long time. It'll make you feel a lot better about amateur radio. It'll give you that warm, fuzzy feeling that we all like to have. And that's the joy and fun of ham radio. I'm Bob Allison, WB1GCM, here at the ARL Laboratory. Thank you.
Okay, so this one's quiet.
Want no tally light?
We expect everything.
Yeah.
This on the fly.
Something like that.
My first time on an AM station. Name is Mark. My name is Romeo Jubilee. I just happened to be going through the 80 meters and happened to find you guys chatting, so I figured I'd say hello.
Very good, Mark. Nice hearing from you from the island there. You're sounding really good. Nice punchy audio.
Yeah.
And what is that punchy audio emanating from? That's the question.
Maybe because I'm talking too loud. I'm not sure. Punchy, can you describe it a little bit more for me?
But punchy is a good thing.
Oh, well, punchy is a good thing, especially with all the noisy conditions on the low band. So,
it sounds good.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say it sounded bad. It just sounds nice and
It's coming through. It's coming through very nicely. We're wondering what rig you're using.
So go to 10, works out okay.
Okay, the station keying up on frequency, please.
Stand by. Please stand by.
Mark, what was the rig again? We got that you're using an amplifier, but what's the rig you're using?
Good. Excellent.
Oh, there we go.
ICOM 7300. There we go.
Okay, very good. The 7300. That seems to be the winner in terms of many people having it on AM so far that I've heard anyway.
And we're glad to hear you on AM. We're glad you were spinning through the dial this morning and happened to catch us ladies here operating the AM rally from the ARL headquarters here in Newington, Connecticut. We're using the Gates BC1T transmitter and having a lot of fun promoting AM here this weekend. So we really do appreciate the contact, and if you do QSL cards, we would appreciate you sending us a QSL for the ARL headquarters here so we could put it up in the lab. It's great to hear you out here. Name here is Carrie Kilo Echo Romeo Romeo India, and then we have Stephanie here.
That's me.
And we really appreciate the contact. Back to you, Mark. ACZUK from W1AW.
Yeah.
Oh, to my writing.
is fading out here.
Very good there, Mark. Yeah, I apologize for that. It's my handwriting, Z2, it's got to be you're writing in the logbook or whatever. But please come visit us again on AM. You could always find Stephanie and I were always floating about the AM window. So it would be great to hear you again another day when we're not operating the AM rally.
All right. We have a guest that wants to speak.
Oh.
No, I'll take over if you're
Oh,
tired.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Anybody's tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get up and take a break here.
Yes.
Carrie, you going to hang in there?
Yeah, well, we'll move around a little
All
bit,
right.
and we'll let Bob in here and let him take over for a little while.
Just give me the log.
All
We
right.
got the log here.
I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to turn the mic over to Bob Allison.
That's right.
Yes.
And we're glad to hear also, Mark, that you do enjoy the QST magazine and that you subscribe to the ARL, and that you have a lot of fun enjoying and reading the magazine. So take care for now, and we look forward to catching you a little bit further on down the log.
Thank you. All right. QRZ, this is W1AW. W1AW in Newington, Connecticut for the AM rally. QRZ?
Set. K2 Alpha Echo Papa.
K2 Alpha Echo Papa. Hello, hello. Got you here in the log. Let's see, 26. Okay, I'm a little rusty. Good morning, K2AEP from W1AW. Good morning, my name is Bob. Bravo, Oscar, Bravo, Bob. And the QTH is Newington, Connecticut at the ARRL Laboratory. And back to you, K2AEP. This is W1AW.
Very good, Bob. W1AW K2AEP returning. The last time we spoke was last year, and last year's rally. Anyhow, my name is Pete. I'm up here in South Central Vermont, running the Heath Chrome line. It's the Apache and Mohawk. I'm known as a Electro Voice 604, just a standard dipole of about 30 feet. There's no cover up here as to be expected, but yes, you folks in Connecticut have lost much of it. There certainly has been changing. Anyhow, it's great to finally hear that the ARRL is acknowledging the AM mode. Many of us have been out here since 1960 or so.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Peter. Very good. K2AEP from W1AW. Yeah, good to hear you again. I recognize your call sign, and I've probably talked to you many years past. My own call sign, of course, is WB1 Golf Charlie Mike, and I work here in the laboratory. And so I'm have been an AM user, advocate for a very long time, for 40 years. And sure love the mode, and I'm very, very proud of the operation that's been going on this weekend. It's been going just great. So there's lots of stations calling, Peter, so I'll turn it back to you for a final, and we'll pick up some more stations that would like to work us. Back to you. K2AEP, this is W1AW.
Okay, very good, Bob. Solid signal. You're 20 over 9 up here on the Mohawk. And, yeah, good luck. It's great to hear the activity here once again. I think it's fantastic. We've got a revival of this wonderful ancient Mary mode. 7-3, I may be back in here later today. Don't know. W1AW, K2AEP in Vermont, now clear.
Okay, what town in Vermont are you in, by the way, Peter? Over?
Peter, over. I'm in Dover, D-O-V-E-R. I'm up on a ridgeline adjacent to the Mount Snow ski area. Over.
Yeah, been up there, and know Vermont well. I've had relatives up there, and done a lot of antiquing up there too. Just love Vermont, so can't wait to go back. You always feel sad when you're driving across the state line back towards Connecticut and you're going to Massachusetts. No offense to anybody in Massachusetts, nice state too, but Vermont's special to us.
Good to hear you. 73, all the best. K2AEP. 73 from W1AW. QRZ.
KG2 is Kilo Golf yes.
Okay, got a couple stations. I'll write them down here. But KG2 India, I believe it was. KG2 India. Go ahead. W1AW.
Yeah, this is KG2 India Sierra, KG2IS. Good morning, Bob. I got you pretty good. You are next town over. I am in East Berlin, Connecticut. My name is Mike India Kilo Echo. How copy, over?
Yeah, Mike, you're loud and clear here with no QSB. I wonder why. Very good, Mike. You're coming in loud and clear. Wonder what you're running for equipment. We're running the Gates BC1T broadcast transmitter, receiving you on a Flex 5000C, and the antenna is a dipole above the parking lot between the ARL headquarters and W1AW's building. So what you're running for your transmitter, Mike, over?
Roger. I heard you guys last night on 160, and I wasn't prepared for 160, at least yesterday. Running here on 8000 DLE, about 50 watts into American amplifier, about 150 watts at this moment. And then I sent to OC transferred by Sheriff Wyndham from Worcester, Massachusetts. So I'm about 3-4 miles away from you. I won't keep you long longer. Trying to get into. So appreciate the contact, appreciate the report. Back to you, Bob.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Well, you sound excellent. The Anons sound excellent on AM. You're doing great. You have a very effective station and good signal. So congratulations on that. I've had the pleasure to actually test a few of the Anons, the Apache Lab transceivers here in the laboratory. So I've had my hands on that. Over.
Anon needs lots of time, okay? So this is my third year of Anon, and I start feeling comfortable after the first year of using every day, almost every day. So on to it. And do this or that, and everything needs to be tune in, almost on a daily basis. But I love the radio. I have many other radios. I have 7610 and 781. But Anon is the winner for now. And I believe it's going to be a winner for a long time. All right, take care, Bob. 73. Have a nice rest of the Sunday. And I see you on the Hamptons or wherever, or headquarters one day. W1AW, KG2IS, clear QSY. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good. KG2IS from W1AW. Thank you, Mike, for the nice QSO and 73. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you sometime. Come by the lab sometime. Love to have you here. See you at 73. NF1A, November Foxtrot 1 Alpha. Your turn if you're here. This is W1AW.
Okay, Bob, W1AW from NF1A. My name is Art Alpha Romeo Tango. I'm in QST. And the league is coming in here about receive antenna, which is really for 160 anyway, but the antenna is an off-center fed dipole, homebrew, current balance, built under the tutelage of a now silent key friend of mine. But the antenna is seems to be performing well. Tell you what my lash up is next transmission if you're curious. Back to you.
Yeah, very good. The only thing I missed was your location. I was messing with the shifting the filter here in the Flex 5000C, that we're using as a receiver. So this thing has a wonderful ability to null out interference, and it's a nice combination to use with this Gates. We're using the Gates broadcast transmitter, the BC1T. We're running it at legal limit, and we got this really cool modulation monitor here that we use. It's an old General Radio, model 1931A from 1931. Mike, if Mike's still listening, it came originally from W1AW, which is a local station here, 840. But it's a cool 89-year-old modulation monitor. It runs perfectly. It's amazing. So anyway, Art, may you please tell me your location one more time, and let's find out what you're running for equipment. And F1A from W1AW.
Okay, Bob. I'm in Villa Rica, Massachusetts. Bravo, Italy, London, London, Echo, Romeo, Italy, Charlie, Alpha. And how are you reading me okay, first of all, through any interference?
Yes, you're about 15 dB over S9.
Okay, that's just about what you are. I'm running a 100 watts carrier. The rig is actually it's a sideband mode. The sideband rig is the AM mode. It's the Yaesu FT1000 MP field.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a 100 watt sideband rig. I have it probably backed off to about 7 watts carrier. Finished driving an Elecraft solid state, an Elecraft 500 watt amplifier, just to about 100 watts carrier. You know, the old divide by 4 and then some routine. And the mic is I repurposed, the audio side is, so that's the RF side. It's the Yaesu FT1000 driving the Elecraft KBA 500 to the off-center fed dipole, which used to be up about 65 feet in the pine trees, but now it's closer to 40. I've got to reshoot it because of some broken branches, but this year I concentrated on getting the 160 back up. So that's the RF side, and the audio side is stuff I repurposed from some live sound I used to do for volunteer work. It's a Shure SM58 stage mic. That's going to a DVX 286 processor, and that's going to a Radio Shack 7-band graphic equalizer, and that's going into the back, the line input of the radio. No mods to the radio. I just have any and all DSP filtering switched out. No filtering, so I'm getting the absolute most out of this radio. I've swept it with an audio oscillator, and I think I'm getting the most out of it for sideband rig on AM. I'm just monitoring my audio on an old oscilloscope somebody gave me. It's a Telequip branded scope, which I think is a British Tektronix subsidiary. A scope from the 1970s. It's only a 10 megahertz scope, but it's basically I took a bunch of wire wrap wire, wound it around a wooden Q-tip dowel, shoved it inside the cabinet of my antenna tuner, and siphoned off the signal with a diode, and I'm looking at it on the scope. That's how I monitor. That's my monitor. Poor man's monitor. You're a hello there. I hope you're hearing me through that W1AW and F1A.
Yeah, well, hello to you too. You can join us with a call sign after we finish off here. All right, Art, very good. Your FT1000 MP is doing great. This better be important here. Check it out, it's my new phone. All right. Hello. Hey, I'm actually talking on the Gates right now. All right. Can you call? What? Go ahead. Okay. 40's open. Okay, we'll do, Larry. We'll get off the Gates for that one. All right. Catch up. Thank you. Did. Bye. All right. Okay, so pardon me for that, Art. Wasn't that rude? That was incredibly rude. Art, I have a question. By the way, your station sounds great. But I know that the FT1000 MP, that's the field version, Now, if I'm not mistaken, does that radio have the Class A modulation, or is it the straight MP that has the Class A ability? Over.
W transmitter and a capable. I don't know if this does anything fancy. I'd have to, I never really looked into it. I never really looked into it. It could be. I mean, it looks like reasonable off the scope. I think it does for. I think it's got a mode where it does give you a little bit of enhancement, but it's not a big deal with me. So I've had this written so long, I don't even think about it. I apologize.
Oh, no. No apology necessary, Art. But I'll tell you, if you use the FT1000 in Class A mode, there's a Class A button along the bottom line of buttons on that thing. I have an FT1000 MP myself. It's a 200 watt version, and if you put it in Class A, your output power is reduced quite a bit because of the 100% cycle required for conduction cycle for modulation. So it puts a little bit more of a strain on the power supply, but nonetheless, if you can get 15-20 watts in Class A modulation feeding it your amplifier, the audio quality leaps and bounds, jumps up, because I don't think there's a nicer radio from that era that sounds good on AM is the FT1000 in Class A mode. So just for the record, Art, if your radio has that, mine at home has that, and it's an interesting feature that I don't think that's utilized very much. I know folks with doing the sideband use Class A because the IMD products, the transmit intermodulation distortion products, go way down when you're in the Class A mode, and if you use Class A driving an amplifier, the resultant signal is a very, very clean transmitted signal. So that's what's kind of neat about that particular radio and the AC radios. Anyway, I'll shoot it back over to you, and I'll pick up some more stations. NF1A, this is W1AW.
Well, I just looked to the left of my VFO knob, and it does have the Class A button, but I think it's for sideband, because it's sort of gray. The LED doesn't come on in the AM mode, and I think it's to make sideband sound a little more pleasing, because while I was listening to you, I switched over to LSD, still listening to 0 beam, and then I pushed the Class A button, and then it lit up. So it defaults to whatever it is. So, but what I do is, again, going back to my lab sound dictionary, is when I monitor my signal, in a W mode, I adjust the carrier power. I can find a sweet spot in the transmit power where it sounds the most natural. I'll vary it from maybe 5 watts to 20 watts. And I'll just go check 1, 2, and I'll find a power level where it sounds the best, and then I'll have my amplifier make up.
Stop that.
It drives it to right around 100 watts. So I'm trying that. I'm not really overthinking. I work with this stuff all day for a living, and when I come home, I don't like to think too much. So
Oh, trust me, I'm the same way, and you have to realize I'm one of those 24/7 hams, so I eat, sleep, and breathe amateur radio all the time, and I'm here surrounded by it, and then I go home and have a whole room full of it. And my wife is also a ham. She's actually an ARL staff member too, so we're just one of those hammy people, but we like it very, very much, and we like to promote it and have fun with it. And that's what it's all about. You certainly have fun with ham radio, and hope you are too, Art. Well, you're doing great, and keep up the good work, and we'll talk to you next time. We'll pick up some other stations, and thank you for the memorable QSO. NF1A, back to you for a final. This is W1AW.
Stepping out of the break, but I'm certified, everybody.
Okay. If you ever were to look me up on QRZ, that page is a little bit obsolete. It shows another amplifier, which is my spare, the AL811. That's now my spare amp. It shows a
Believe it?
DBX 266, which is the wrong thing to use. Basically, that didn't have the required preamp. So now I have this thanks to Timtron.
So you wrote down all the local times here in the logs, right? These are all local times. EST time.
Working out okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if you put it in the
Excellent.
right place, but
Go ahead and work the other station. Oh, what are you going to be on? Is ARL going to be on 160 again tonight? Go ahead.
Well, the event lasts until 7 p.m. and I do not think so, only because the operators have been here since the beginning. I've been here since the beginning, and I do have to get some sleep, so I could be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow morning for my job here in the laboratory. So, afraid not. Back to you.
Back to you. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for doing this. And, 73 to you and everybody else there in the lab. And F1A.
All right, very good. All right, for all those listening on frequency on the W1AW, we have some young ladies here who have been our star operators. They'd like to say so long to people that are listening. This is not broadcasting because I'm calling CQ, 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 AM rally, CQ, talk. Okay.
yeah,
Here we are again. We're back.
all right. We just wanted to thank everybody that's participated in the AM rally and continue it going there. We've had a wonderful time. We wanted to thank Bob
Absolutely.
for all that he does
Thank you,
here
Bob.
and the
You're
ARL.
welcome.
And we had a great time and some great contacts and everything. And we look forward to catching up with everybody a little further on down the lot there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It was a wonderful experience here, participating in the AM rally from HQ. What an awesome time. Thank you very
And
much.
we're going to say it one more time. Don't forget the QSL cards.
Yes. Yes. All over the walls in the lab.
Thank you.
That's
Yes.
right. That's what we want. Lots and lots of QSL cards.
Yeah, this is Stephanie, WX3K.
And this is Carrie KC2UDZ saying farewell to everyone. And we're going to hand this back over to Bob. And everybody take care.
73, 88.
73 and 88.
CQ, all those CQ, AM rally. This is W1AW, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey.
Yeah, this is KC2, CKO.
KC2, CKO, your turn. This is W1AW. My name is Bob, Bravo Oscar Bravo Bob, located in Newington, Connecticut. Over.
Okay, Bob. Real good on the Gates transmitter. Name here is Paul, Papa Alpha United Lima. I worked you guys, I think, last night sometime, but I'll give you a call again. I'm running a vintage station here. East Kid Apache, I think it's a 1956 version, and receiving you on a National NC 303. So, real boat anchor station. Over.
That's just great. Sure, I know both of those stations very, very well. I helped rebuild an Apache one time. It was a mess. Someone had put it together and it never worked, so we took it all apart and put it all back together again. So I know that transmitter. Very good, Paul. Well, you're 5'9". I can't remember if you mentioned what your QTH is. What's your location? Over.
Just north of Saratoga Springs, New York. It's about 30 miles north of Albany, or better yet, midway between New York City and Montreal, Canada. Over.
All right, Paul. Very good. Good to hear you. And you got a great signal in there from Saratoga Springs. I know where that is, and I was up in that neck of the woods vacationing about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So it's a very pretty part of New York State. All right, thank you. Many stations calling, and I'll say 73. Back to you for a final, Paul. Over.
Over. Okay, I won't keep. There's probably a lot of pile up there to work. So have a great day, and thanks for running the station. KC2 CKO.
So long, Paul. 73, all the best. Catch you next AM rally. QRZ from W1AW. KA1FXK. Go ahead, please. This is W1AW.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Harry here, Hotel Alpha Romeo, 35 miles southwest of Boston in Bilgewater Falls, Massachusetts. Great fun today. Hey, listen, I got a question about the AR upsell. The outgoing bureau where people come down to the bureau to send their cards out. How does that work? Do you have a minute?
Yeah, I don't like to talk too much about business here because this is an AM operating event. But all you got to do is you have to mail your cards out as a member. They'll send it up, but there is a fee involved. I don't know the fees. If you can go to the ARRL website, www.arrl.org, you can find out that information. Or best yet, you could call this place. Call the ARL headquarters and ask for the QSL Bureau, and they'll fill you in and tell you exactly what to do. The staff will be there tomorrow morning. Over.
Thanks, man. Thank you. And good morning, everybody. Have fun. This is KA1FXK Connect.
Yeah, Harry, what are you running for a transmitter?
I have an ICOM 718. It's about as bare bones as you can get.
Well, them bones are doing their job there, mister. So all the best, Harry, and thank you very much for coming on here and saying hello. KA1FXK 73 from W1AW.
73, Bob. KA1FXK on the side.
All right, very good. 73, Harry. QRZ from W1AW. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey.
I'll take this time to say thanks, Bob, and what do you left?
Hey, Rob, very good. It might go on 40 meters. I understand there's a lot of stations operating. We haven't been on that band much, so we'll try that. How's the signal down there, Rob?
Oh, geez, I didn't even look there. You're coming in here very good.
Hey,
very
Ken.
good signal, very
Thank
good
you.
audio,
It's nice to
all the
meet
way
you.
around,
All right, let's be in touch.
throughout the
Thank
night
you.
there and, this morning there, so, like I said,
Hey,
Terry,
nice kid. Say a song to Garrett for me, okay?
Oh yeah, I will.
I think the world of him.
Let everybody know that you're out there, and one of the guys there that I know, Mike, KG2IS, just worked you from up the street there from you, another friend of ours. Again, I'm just saying thank you. I'll let you get on to normal business. Catch up with you later.
All right, very good, Rob. N1ALF from W1AW. Very good. Well, knock on wood, the only casualty for the gates is the little light bulb that lights up the filament on-off toggle switch on the front panel. That little light bulb burned out. Not too bad. The station is doing pretty good on and off. Broadcast transmitters usually aren't designed to be turned on and off so many times, but this is doing pretty good. Back to you for a final, Rob. Good to hear you. We missed you here.
I know. I'm sorry I couldn't show up. I was looking forward to it, but circumstances down here. But I did coordinate everything from here with everybody. Knew when you were, down there with your what you call it, your logging problem when you were taking breaks and going to lunch, whatever. I let everybody know so everybody like, where did they go? So I was glad to at least participate in that there. So maybe next year. We'll be up there, but I'm glad everybody had a good time there, and I'm sure you got plenty of tech there that may have a light bulb in their pocket there. So that's been three. Again, Bob, thank you. And anybody else, lower part of Fairfield County, Greenwich, Connecticut.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we'll find a new light bulb, but we're not going to turn the transmitter off to change it. Not now, anyway. All right, I think operations will continue on maybe for a little while longer, but we're all kind of tired, as I'm sure you can tell by my voice. So all the best, Rob, 73, N1ALF from W1AW. Anybody else out there would like to contact W1AW for the AM rally? W1AW listening.
You're a real soldier there, Bob. K1QAR.
Hey, I gotcha. Hey, Ted. K1QAR with a loop. W1AW. How you doing today?
Today. I'm doing real good. Look at that Canadian fellow with his girls up there with his 2 elements on this band. What an antenna.
Yeah, we worked him early on, and that was most impressive. He had a huge signal down here.
Well, I got a spider for a 40-meter quad, but I don't know if I'm ever going to find real estate for it. Anyway, I guess the gates are soldiering on. You don't sound tired at all. And of course, the ladies, they modulate so beautifully. That was really a stroke of genius putting them on.
Well, I consider myself surrounded by geniuses this weekend, and it's the people here involved made it to what it is, and we're already coming up with plans to make it even better next year.
Yeah, right. Well, hopefully there'll be some folks coming out of the woodwork to do the QS. I had you down at 84.3 for my rice box dial there, but I guess that's because you've got an Extel, courtesy of the Timtron.
Yeah, well, he had to actually take apart a FT243 crystal, and we actually ground it so we could get it close, and Tim didn't want to do any more. We should have tried to get it a little bit closer, but we'll find one. I came up with one in my ham shack I found last night, and I checked it, and it comes out at 3885.1. So it's a little closer, but it still misses the mark, and so we'll come up with something. And ideally, what we were planning on doing is we have this flex transceiver here. We're thinking about using that just as an exciter for the frequency. For the crystal, in place of the crystal. So perhaps that's what we'll do next year. But we have very, very limited time as to put any kind of work into this. We're busy doing other things here in the laboratory. But the other gentlemen here, the geniuses here, they're totally willing to come back here and put work into it and make it better for even next year. It's going to be quite exciting. And I'll tell you, Ted, the level of excitement and the activity is great. So AM is much appreciated these days. It's great to hear. Does my heart good. K1QAR, this is W1AW.
W.
Can we turn this mic down? Because we're going to turn it off.
Okay.
Get disconnected.
Perfect. All right, 7-3 for now, Ted. And QR, is there anybody else out there before we head off to 40 meters? W1AW.
There's a carrier. There's a sign of life. I heard someone talking about it. I guess he was down with the man, so I thought, better just stay out of the way.
You know, Ted, that sounded like an unscheduled end of transmission. Some people call it a crap out.
Exactly.
Hi, Steve. Morning.
He went off in a mid-word there.
Oh, well. Hopefully it's just a circuit breaker that can be reset.
Hi, Steve. Good morning.
Somebody was in it with no audio at all.
Well, I'm trying to get in contact with one of their technicians right now, Stephen. What do you want?
Hello. Hey, we don't have any audio. Hello? Oh. Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's got to be that cable. Yes, stand by.
All right, we...
Talk to me.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we, hello. Hi there. Yeah, hello, it's intermittent. Come on, try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
How about now?
Oh, yeah, we got it now.
It's okay, so it's the input to the VDE.
All right, we have one, we found it intermittent. There's been a lot of cable swapping out and back. We're all set now. Thank you for the heads up on the
technical difficulties.
What did one of the ladies want to use the hair dryer and they pull the plug out?
Oh no, simply just a loose connection. I have a few of those here. And wire ones too.
I strongly endorse the use of wire nuts.
Yeah. All right, well, we're back on the air anyway. Thanks for the heads up, everybody. It's better than just trying to talk to myself.
No comment.
All right, one last time for the AM rally, and we're going to try 40 meters, and then we'll be wrapping it up here. Thank you, everybody who's listening, if you're still out there, and all the best in 7-3. This is W1AW for the AM rally. Anybody, any last takers here for this band? W1AW, QRZ.
QRZ.
Okay, November 1, Whiskey, India, Victor, is it? N1WIV? Go ahead, W1AW. W1AW.
AW.
All right, well, there's someone there that was blocking you off. He has a really wobbly signal and a very bad transmitter who needs some work. So if you're a radio amateur with that transmitter, work on that and do it with a dummy load. N1WIV, try it again from W1AW.
W.
Good morning. November 1, Yankee India Victoria. November 1, Yankee India Victoria. Over.
Gotcha, N1YIV. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, just going on. I heard you guys on yesterday and today, so I'm going to start that. I'm trying to become one of these days I'll be a pilot or build an AM station, but right now I've got two hands in the affiliate, but actually ARM like here in rather than coast here, just like the Coburn and over at the beach and also lately the weekend here in
Ugh. Okay, N1YIV, this is W1AW. Say, your signal is not too bad, but your modulation's a little too high for your carrier. Could you back down your audio a little bit? I think you'd sound a little bit better. I didn't get you, but it could have been that we just got some selective fading here. So try it again, and please pass along your name and your location, please. Back to you.
It's a big noise source right here, too.
Okay, try that again. Go ahead with your name and your location, please.
Wait, can you slide the right one back? Oh, you can't do one.
Yeah, that was totally legible. And we got you in here. Old Orchard, 10 miles south of Portland. Hello, Greg. Nice to meet you at N1YIV. This is W1AW. Well, you're in the log. And, hey, Greg, if you have a QSL card, we'd certainly love to have your QSL card. Even if it's a postcard or you want to draw on a piece of paper with some crayons, I don't care, but we can post it here in the ARL laboratory. We'd like that very much. Over.
Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, any way you can get a QSL card to us would be greatly appreciated. And if you don't, that's okay too. But make sure you get on the AM rally next year as well, and maybe you find an old transmitter, maybe a Nearfest up in New Hampshire or someplace up near where you are. And they become available all the time, this old stuff. And we want to make sure that we preserve it. So when you see an old transmitter at an estate sale, make sure you grab that, because if it doesn't go home with you, it's going to go in a dumpster somewhere, and that's an awful shame for future generations. N1YIV, back to you for a final, and thank you for the contact, Greg. This is W1AW.
Very good. Yeah, that would be a thing. That'd be like showing technology. That would be no good. I need to pick up one of those. Usually I'm running new USC GX5000, but yeah, I wanted to pick up an AM station. And
I have that. Mine doesn't sound that way. Shoot me if mine sounds like that.
Some of this junk, but I have an old Swan. I have an old Swan. Probably not the boost if I turn it on. It's still on. But definitely trying to pick up an AM station. Thanks for picking me up, and I didn't put the name yet. Maybe it was a Brian, I don't know. Anyways, thanks for picking me up, and have a great weekend. And I guess I'll be rooting for San Francisco today. So anyways, thanks again, and have a great afternoon. W1AW and N1YIV.
Okay, Greg, N1YIV, W1AW. Well, have a good trip, and all the best to you. And okay on your FTDX 5000. Well, it's making the trip. Go up there in Maine, there near South Portland. So we'll see ya. And thanks for all you do. Thanks for getting on the air. It's greatly appreciated. All the best, and we'll sign off and see if we get any more that want to contact W1AW right now. Then we're going to try to go over to 40 meters, or maybe I'll go home and go to sleep. Maybe I'll do both. N1YIV, 73 from W1AW. Thank you. There's somebody in there. What's that?
How about that weather? The weather's really nice.
What's this?
That was like Scottyville, Dodger Shadow.
Oh, this is the GX16 net. That's what it is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bill or something like that.
Is it or no?
I haven't seen him with Ken recently, but he's around.
That's okay. Want to try 40? Anybody, or you want guys tired and wrap it up?
I want to head back so I can listen to you guys. I don't want to listen to nothing in the car.
Thinks I'm on the wrong thing. Why don't you turn that down? That's okay. All right. So,
let me stop this.
all right. Hey, am I still on TV?
You're still on TV.
Bye, everybody. Take care, all right? Make sure you're right. Call us up at the lab.
QSL cards.
QSL cards. We'll take a video QSL card. We'll do anything. We'll take it. So all the best, all right? Thanks for joining us at the AM Rally. This is WB1GCM. Assistant Lab Manager, 73.